The attackers have shrunk the time from exploitability, past vulnerability, down to minutes or hours. Detection and the ability to respond quickly are really important in today's new attack environment.
So Steve, who are you and what do you do?
I run information security at Sallie Mae. Today I have the cybersecurity operations security engineering team, the identity access management team, and the threat and vulnerability management team. We were an early adopter of the cloud. In 2018, we moved all of our infrastructure and services to AWS. It was a lift and shift migration at the time. We were an early adopter of the cloud security posture management tools. There were startups that basically were providing that, or open source tools. We created automation that anytime one of our cloud accounts in AWS spun up an S3 bucket and made it public, we would automatically block that. Capital One lost 124 million identities through an S3 bucket. We did like-for-like capabilities. So we have a firewall in the old environment. We have a firewall in the cloud environment, protecting our cloud assets. We had segmentation in the network at the old environment. We have segmentation in this one.
What are some of your concerns about that convergence of AI in the cloud right now?
We're trying to make sure that we don't lose any AI data through data leakage. So having good, strong governance processes around the data classification, the data discovery, and the implementation of data protection tools. The next piece is really using AI appropriately for the business. As an innovative company, sometimes you can have inappropriate guardrails around new technology. We're trying to make sure that AI technologies follow our standard governance process, and making sure that we don't have essentially AI solutions that leak data incoming into the models or outgoing to the internet. We need to make sure that we have good configuration around the creation and management of those solutions, good monitoring tools, and technology to support that behind the scenes. What we're seeing on the attacker side using AI is a couple of different things. The first one is your traditional social engineering and phishing emails. Attackers can write normal English language attack emails that they couldn't before. So using spelling mistakes and using bad language as a detection in your social engineering and phishing emails is no longer working because of attackers using AI. The other thing that we're seeing on the attacker side is the speed and scale of the attacks as they're hitting us. What we're seeing is the attacker speed just on normal attacks is exceeding our thresholds on DDoS. So we're getting DDoS alerts, but it's just attackers using AI to attack us much quicker.
How should security organizations be leveraging AI to counter these AI-centric attacks?
I think there's really two ways that we can, as the consumer side, can use AI effectively. One is to continue that machine learning and reduce the false positives that show up in alerts and information coming back. But I think really the next piece is not to reduce headcount, but to augment our headcount today with more contextual information. I think AI can really help on that agentic side in getting more information presented to a user in a document that we can share much quicker. So a solution like Mitiga has a couple of values that we don't have today. The first is collecting all the logs from the cloud SaaS providers and cloud infrastructure providers. You need the visibility of all of your logs from everywhere, not only the cloud service providers, CloudTrail, CloudWatch logs, load balancer logs, VPC flow logs, network logs. You need all of that, but also at the cloud SaaS environment. So cloud SaaS environment has been challenging over the years to A, get the logs, and B, read and understand the logs in today's traditional SIEM. Having a location to grab all of your SaaS provider logs and infrastructure logs on the cloud side in one location is critical to support that detection and response piece. Pulling an attack path that hops different cloud SaaS providers has really been challenging in the traditional SIEM environment. They're really good at endpoint detection, having AV on servers and workstations, and determining attacks in that on-prem type environment, but they're challenged in the cloud environment.